I don't know what type of person you are, but I mean often, hear people use being alone or treat other people being alone as it to be like pitied or to feel bad for someone or something of that nature. Whenever someone says, like, for example, something like, oh, I'm not worried about relationships, or I'm not really worried about having friends, something like that. And while some people might laugh or some people might say, oh, he doesn't mean that, the reality is that some people are really like that. Some people would rather have their own solitude, be in their own peace, be in their own sanctuary of just peace of mind by themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Or people who use lonely as an insult, something along those lines. Well, my point is that some people truly like that, because more often than not, when they are around people, there's conflict, there's drama. Some people just like chilling, whether they be just listening to music, playing a game, watching TV, just being in their own comfort by themselves. And there's nothing to frown at for that. I mean, if anything, that's impressive that someone like that can thrive and flourish, while some people just literally cannot live without somebody else. They depend on someone else to be around them. If anything, that to me is more sad than someone who is alone and comfortable being alone. It's like you're telling me that your happiness is based off of someone else completely. So if that person changes up, if anything happens to that person, hopefully not so, but just if something were to go wrong with that person, that would also take you down as well. You have no source of happiness without having to rely on someone else. Without relying on anyone else, you have no source of happiness. To me, that is more sad than someone who's comfortable being alone, really, because everyone should have their own alone time. I really thoroughly believe that. Some people really need it. And through the tension over the smallest things, it really shows that a lot of people just need some alone time to relax. No, me personally, I live alone, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Yes, it does get lonely sometimes, and lonely in the sense where I feel bored or I have nothing to do with anyone, but I would rather have that any time of the day than what I used to have before I moved out. And even if I were to lose this place today, I wouldn't take the opportunity to one, go back, or two, move in with somewhere else with roommates, whether that be free or not. It's just solitude is something that I hold very dear to me, because in my life there's been a lot of times where it was just drama surrounding me, and I do not want to go back to that. I love my peace of mind. Same thing applies to people who want to stay single. I mean, why is it any of your business? Why do you think that someone else has to find joy in marriage because you found joy in marriage or joy in a relationship? Not everyone finds joy the same way. Some people like I said, being alone. Some people like improving themselves, working on themselves, staying to themselves. And that's completely fine. There's no reason to look down on them or feel bad for them if they're not wishing or hoping to be with anyone. That's just life. Some people enjoy that. Some people love to have their solitude and rely on themselves. And that's honestly peak to me. That's how I am too, in some ways, more or less. So villainizing being alone or calling someone lonely as an insult isn't the only you think it is. Some people are really chill and don't have the choice to be alone. And two, some people enjoy it, whether it be their chill or not. So again, everyone needs their alone time. There's nothing to be ashamed for if you are by yourself and you are having fun.
Stay true to yourself.